100 years of the Hyderabad Public School, and we are here at the Shaheen block where in fact a museum has been curated about the journey of the school, and the celebrations are on, and you're somebody who has curated this, Shaaz. Take us through this journey, what we are going to be seeing.
Thank you so much, Uma. We're in the 100-year-old Shaheen block today, and we decided what best to do it is to convert it into a museum. It's been a labor of love for about 50-60 of us, teachers, students, alumni, all together. And it's taken us about 2.5 months to put this together. So I'll take you through the journey.
Okay, this is where it all began.
It all began with a historical encounter where Mr. Wakefield encountered a young Jagir who couldn't answer what his name was, and he said, "Aya tum bolo." And it prompted him to create a college with Sir Ross Mahmood. And Ross Mahmood then went to the Nizam and requested him to open up a college, which was the Jagirdas College. And Lady Vikarul Umrah gave some land, and a lot more land was procured. So here we've also recreated that entire scene of.
So this is the old-time Begum Pet.
This is the old-time Begum Pet with Sanat Nagar poultry farms and the Kalaveri stream.
And this building is something that no one misses in Hyderabad. And they'll ask, what is this palace? And we have to tell them, it's a school. Oh my God, it's a school.
So that goes to architect Vincent H. He's a very renowned architect. Unfortunately, we have no picture on record of him. But he's the person who's designed the Osmania General Hospital, the Kachiguda railway station, the High Court. And he also designed this. And interestingly, the Jagirdas College is built in the Osmanian, architecture, which is also shaped like an angular crescent with a star, the building.
Okay. And you've used technology, 3D experience for everyone, is it?
Yes, we had some architects, young architects who got involved, and we kind of used old pictures, figured out the old topography, and recreated, the foundation stone laying in 1919, the construction through the 4 years that it was built, and Mr. Ubaidullah Khan, who was a former Talukdar, he supervised it.
Okay.
And we also kind of recreated the old boarding rooms, the old classrooms.
Those bring back memories to everyone, isn't it?
It was a Herculean task to recreate something completely from scratch in old pictures, And then, of course, the foundation stone was built, and 3 buildings were built. It was 2 of them and the principal's bungalow. And all these are award-winning, intact buildings maintained by the school, by the society. We all take great pride in protecting these historical buildings.
Okay, everyone's walking through. Neeta, you've also co-curated this. This wall, what have you done here?
This is a representation of the first classroom where there were 5 children and 6 teachers.
Wow, the desks and the benches are
still recreated in the same style, and the names of the first 5 students are there, so that everyone can relate to, identify how the school has grown in the last 100 years from 5 students on day 1 to now 3,900 students.
Okay. And how many have gone through these, annals of history, should I say?
As of now, yesterday it was a big crowd, and today again we see a bigger crowd taking in. We have more than 20,000 listed students these many years who have passed out of this school, and we have a bigger history to talk about.
Okay, then we spoke about Nawabzadas, but your school has been very egalitarian in many senses, that it had actually a very mixed kind of students who are coming in from different. This is a place for all selfies as well, I guess, with those ink pots and so on.
That's the original bench. We dug it out, so we recreated a few of them. We also pulled out like the first minute document, the first admission form. There's a lot of curation and love that went into this, and we also recreated the old uniforms of that era. Okay. In fact, that is actually donated by a student of 1928 who passed out. The jacket, the sports jacket. Of course, the others were also kind of curated, and some were donated, and we kind of created a lovely setup around it.
Okay, so uniforms that go back several years, is it? So this is how the evolving of the uniform itself happened. So this is a formal wear of that time, is it?
Yes,
Sherwani
this
was special occasion.
Sherwani was for the dinners.
Okay.
Every day you had to wear it. This was the school uniform in khakis with a coat and a tie. The sports uniform had a dual blue and dark, and I'll explain to you about that ahead. That was for special cricket matches, the yellow.
Yeah. Okay, I'll quickly go to the next one.
Of course, we also have Basalja, and we also found a document of the Nizam which kind of talks about Jagirdas College at his silver jubilee. And then we come to this new other exhibit, which is talking about the 1947 to the independence era. And this is where the school, Latif was the first principal, Mr. Latif, and he protected the school through the police action. He, in fact, got the military to come in and stay in school to protect the children. And these are all records we found. And as you see, it became the Hyderabad Public School. It opened up, the abolition of Jagirdari system allowed it to open up for all classes and creeds, and the society was formed to manage the school since then. They of course got the first principal who was a British
Okay.
at that time.
And everywhere you go, they'll say, we are the Eagles.
Yes, so it's very interesting actually. That's not an eagle. Okay. It's actually the Indian peregrine falcon, but it's become an eagle. And yeah, that's the motto, the Be Vigilant. That's the emblem. In fact, interestingly, tomorrow we are relaunching the new soaring logo of the 100 years. So then we come to this other exhibit which talks of the eras of the next 30 years that followed. We had the school song, the art, theatre. We had, of course, Padma Shri Kurvila Jacob, who needs no introduction. He's considered as one of India's best educators, who was the principal who turned around HPS to what it is today. We created a model of the school bus. We brought in uniforms of that era. And of course, the school's song, we decided to bring on an exhibit which is, cut out in this way, plays the school song. This was written by Arnold Brown, which is still sung till today, every morning in the assembly. We've given a whole thing about the primary school, how that was established, and then the eras for the next 30 years where we had multiple things happening. We brought out students. Interestingly, you'll see some big names there. You have Mr. Watsa, Mr.
And
Watt.
this is a time when, in fact, yours is a school where you talk only not just about academic excellence, but people say, if you want sports too, it's HPS to go to.
Absolutely. With grounds of over 100 acres plus, sports is an essential part of it, right? And it's all about, I think, not just sports, it's about extracurricular, it's about the holistic development which HPS is known for. And that's what's worked. Here we have a wall on the teachers to be able to find what each teacher's name was, and then it took several rounds and we were able to do it. In this room we've created a classroom of the past, of the current, and you'll see the future in the end.
So the technology is there.
The technology is there. This has been there about 10-15 years now, but we all have memories of this. These benches with our scribbled names, or in fact, one of these benches, the tablets is going in the time capsule today, so that we know. When we've got a lot of people writing their memories. Through the arches, what we've done is we've created the various jubilees which we've celebrated. HPS has always celebrated them so well. The Golden Jubilee, the Diamond Jubilee, the Platinum Jubilee. And we've covered that this way. This building is about the houses, and I believe this is one of the mantras of HPS. And it is...
Everyone's very passionate about the houses.
Passionate about it. This teaches us competitiveness. This teaches us, to be leaders. I was a house captain. My name is there up there. And, I always say Taxila is the best house, but that's the whole rivalry, right? But right from the time we get into school, we're always taught about leadership. You have to be there. You have to win. You have to win against your own classmate. And I think that's been our success mantra.
Okay. Houses is something even we hear every HPS person will say, oh, you're Nalanda, I'm Nagarjuna, you're whatever else. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And these are the dorm.
This is the dorm that we recreated. Of course, we found reference pictures. We're building newer hostel facilities now to be in lines with what's expected globally. I'm sure a lot of them have accepted. We found these old antique water geysers and heaters and brought them up together here. And then the girls came. This was the 80s, and they have now taken over. So this is a wall for the girls. We've created a model girls' room there. And then, of course, what we are very proud of, which is every year since the early 50s, we've been publishing a book. Eagle magazines every month, every quarter, an annual Shaheen magazine. So we decided to display them all here. This is a room I'm very proud of. It's open today. We managed to pull out every student who studied in HPS, their names, divided them by batch, and put it up here. And this will remain. And of course, you have all the head boys and head girls who've been there on top as well.
A lot of memories that it brings back to the students, isn't
Yes,
it?
it does bring back too many memories to the kids, and we get to hear from them how it was, and we are expecting them to give their impressions or their memories so that we could record that as well. So every place we have created a space where they could record their memories. This is again a very important segment. Shaz, you can add.
And of course, MF Hussain, who gave us this painting in the Platinum Jubilee. It's a prized possession of ours. We also have the 90th year that we brought out, which was a grand celebrations 10 years back. And then we come into this grand
That
hall.
one is something that's a
That is
spectacular piece.
Yes. So that actually is what HPS is, right? These are all the trophies we've won. Few of them, many of them have gotten spoiled or discarded, but we decided to install all of them hanging right in the center. And this 1, 2, 3 podium is a very old podium. It's still used every sports day, every event to award people. We've done an installation here on the morning assembly as well, which covers, you can put on your headphones and listen to what the morning assembly should be like. We've covered music, we've brought in sports here, and we also have the NCC. I'd love to show you this piano. It was imported in 1901. We found the documents, we found the person who did it. We're going to get it fully restored now.
So how old is this one?
This was imported from Germany in 1901 as 3 pianos brought into a company in Madras. And then it arrived into HPS. So we have 2 grand pianos, this one and another one there. I'm still trying to find the data of it, but we're going to restore these to their original glory. And the school itself has 3 pillarless wooden staircases which are still used. There's one here in this, and there are 2 up in the another building. NCC again is very important to us, which is the National Cadet Corps, the Scouts. This zone, we brought in all our arts, crafts. It's something which we're very proud of. It teaches us to appreciate the basics of life. I remember carpentry section, learning how to cut wood. All the books in the library were bound here. I think there are very few today, they don't do it because it's all digital. So when this machine was brought out, the first reaction I got is, hey, it's very sharp, don't do it. I said, I know how to handle it, we've all done it. So there's a particular way to run this machine and cut paper. All the old students know it. And then we put out the school today. And
As it exists today.
As it exists today, as you can see, the girls, boys is up, the ratings, the awards. We're a member of the Round Square. And that is something which we are going towards. That's the school of the future, which architect Hafiz Contractor has been empaneled. In fact, that's the video of the sports complex, which we raised money for day before yesterday at Taj Falaknuma. And that's going to be built at 50,000 square feet. We're building it.
So the ambition really is to be among the best in the world, among the best known with the world. This is what I think this is what is most recognized. These names, CEOs, politicians, and whatnot.
Absolutely. And to answer, I think we are. I think that's about HPS, right? We always think that we are the best. So I think we are quite up there in the league. And yeah, these are all who've come out. And I keep saying this, that these are people who came out in the 80s. Wait till you get to the 90s and 2000s.
Okay,
We were
so
much
there's Jagan Mohan Reddy there, there's Kiran Kumar Reddy there, there's C.V. Anand, Raghuram, Pilari Sethi, there's Satya Nadella. Every name is something that rings a bell.
Yes, and we have some of them coming tomorrow. I'm very excited. And a lot of them have sent their video messages. Most of them have been here through the year. And I'm just looking forward to the next 2 decades when we'll be everywhere, right?
Okay.
So the alumni is our pillar. And it's something we all look up to. And they're always there for us,
Okay, thank you so much for this tour. So for those who have not been able to be physically here, this is the tour, this is the history that is encapsulating what the Hyderabad Public School has been all about. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagraju, Sudhir, NDTV.